If there's one thing Battlefield fans have in common, it's this mix of excitement and PTSD from the last couple releases. So when the Battlefield 6 open beta dropped, you better believe everyone rushed in, some out of hope, some out of pure curiosity, and others just to see if EA actually listened this time. And right off the bat, let me say this. It's definitely not a copy-paste of 2042. But does that automatically mean it's good? Let's talk about it. The beta opens with a brand new map, Kodiak Breakpoint. Think Alaskan wilderness meets military testing zone. Snow-capped ridges, radar stations, abandoned research outposts. Yeah, it's moody as hell. Visually, this map is stunning, with lighting that finally doesn't look like someone smeared Vaseline on your screen. The terrain's got great verticality, too. You've got cliffs for sniping, frozen lakes for vehicle showdowns, and dense forests where you can't trust a single bush. It's giving Bad Company 2 energy, but with next-gen polish. Now the gunplay? Okay, here's where things start heating up. Guns feel crisp. No more of that weird, floaty recoil or inconsistent hit markers. They've gone back to basics. Assault rifles hit like a truck, and SMGs are finally viable up close. And the sound design, chef's kiss. You can feel the power of every shot, and when a tank rolls up, you feel it in your chest. The audio design is cinematic without being overwhelming, which is exactly what fans have been begging for. Classes are back. 2. Real classes. Assault Engineer, Support Recon. No more of that specialist nonsense with Fortnite-style characters and random gadgets. It's back to the roots. And each class actually matters, like engineers being the only ones to repair vehicles. That small change alone brings back teamwork in a big way. People are finally playing their roles again. It's like EA realized that chaos without structure just leads to frustration. Now don't get me wrong, this is still a beta. There's jank. I had a match where my squad mate spawned inside a tree. Another time, a helicopter just started breakdancing midair. Classic Battlefield moments, but they're more funny than game-breaking right now. The frame rate is surprisingly stable even during large-scale battles, which is impressive considering the scale. It's running smoother than 2042 ever did at launch. But the real question is, does this feel like Battlefield? And the answer, for the first time in a while, is yes. It's not trying to be Warzone. It's not trying to be Apex. It's trying to be Battlefield. Big explosions, bigger maps, squad-focused gameplay with moments of absolute chaos. There's a real identity again, and that alone has players cautiously optimistic. Emphasis on cautiously. Now, let's get into the vehicles, which are kind of the heart and soul of Battlefield. And this time, they nailed it. Tanks feel like actual beasts again. Heavy, slow, but devastating. You don't just hop in and drive around mowing people down like it's a GTA mission. Positioning matters now. And helicopters? Way smoother to fly than in 2042. Pilots can actually maneuver without feeling like they're wrestling the wind. Plus, the return of vehicle specialization perks makes a massive difference. You can finally customize your tank to fit your playstyle, whether it's anti-infantry, anti-armor, or a hybrid setup. And speaking of customization, let's talk loadouts. This system's been refined. No more confusing menus with way too many useless attachments. Everything is streamlined now. Pick your class, pick your primary and secondary, and a couple gadgets. Clean, quick, and focused. They also brought back the option to swap attachments mid-match, just like in Battlefield 5. It adds a layer of tactical flexibility without overwhelming casual players. The progression system is still limited in the beta, but what's there seems solid. No battle pass clutter. No weird XP boosts or bloat. You earn attachments, unlock gear, and rank up in a straightforward way. And for those wondering, yes, skins are in, but they're grounded. Nothing neon. No clown masks. Just realistic military aesthetics. It feels respectful to the tone of the game, not like a cash grab for TikTok montages. One thing I noticed was how much better the squad play feels. You're rewarded for sticking with your squad. Revives, callouts, even resupply points give you XP now. Squad leaders can finally issue commands that matter, and teammates actually get notified. It's the kind of thing that makes Battlefield feel less like a solo deathmatch and more like an actual team effort. It's a subtle shift, but it changes everything. Now, the UI is still a bit clunky. The map layout screen is improved but can be sluggish, and some icons blend into the environment way too easily. Also, there are some questionable spawn issues, like getting dropped right in front of enemies with no cover. But again, it's a beta, and it seems like they're already patching things rapidly based on player feedback. What's most surprising, though, is the tone of the game. It's not goofy. It's not trying to be a meme factory. It's serious, cinematic, and grounded. It feels like Battlefield is finally confident in its own identity again. The music, the pacing, the atmosphere, it's all cohesive. This might be the most immersive Battlefield has felt in over a decade. And that's a huge win for longtime fans who've been waiting for the series to stop chasing trends and just be itself. But now let's talk about the community reactions and the concerns. Because while there's a lot of hype around the beta, people aren't ready to throw a parade just yet. The biggest red flag? Server performance. While the frame rate is solid, matchmaking has been hit or miss. Long queue times, rubber banding, and a few server crashes have made some players nervous. EA says they're stress testing things, but after 2042's disaster launch, people have every right to be cautious. Then there's the content question. The beta has one map, a handful of weapons, and a small slice of vehicles. And while what's here is solid, fans are wondering, will this be another case of a bare-bones launch with features coming soon? Battlefield has done this before, and players are tired of paying $60 or $70 for what feels like an early access title. The devs have promised a full campaign, more maps, and live service support, but none of that matters if the foundation isn't strong. Still, it's clear that this time, the devs are listening. Feedback channels are active, patches are dropping fast, and communication has been better than it's been in years. It feels like they actually want this game to succeed, not just sell copies. And for a franchise that's been on life support, that's encouraging. People are already creating highlight reels from the beta. You got those classic Battlefield moments again. Jeep C4 explosions, last-second helicopter escapes. Clutch revives under fire. The chaos is back. But it's organized chaos, not broken chaos. And that's the magic that Battlefield used to have. Will Battlefield 6 be the comeback story everyone hopes for? It's way too early to say. But for the first time in a long time, the beta doesn't feel like a warning sign. It feels like a spark. And if EA and DICE can keep this momentum, polish the rough edges, and launch with enough content, this might be the game that finally brings the community back together. Just don't mess it up. Seriously, we're all watching.